So many different faces. What do you think? Do they look trustworthy to you? Hello everyone, and welcome to No, I'm Not a Human. A game which you guys have been asking me to play for a long time, and now the Steam release is finally here. So let's try it out. Now, this is an apocalyptic story in which the end times are upon us, visitors walk among us, and we need to make sure that we don't let any of them in. Now that may be kind of difficult because while we take refuge in our home or apartment, well, other normal people like us will be trying to take shelter too, and we need to decide, who do we let in? I'm guessing this is going to be a very tense, very paranoia-inducing experience, and one with many different endings, so our choices really do matter here. Do we try to save as many as possible? Do we just protect ourselves? Who knows, and something tells me our moral convictions may be tested as we go further. Let's try it out. Actually, we just got back from our trip. Aren't you tired of staying at home? Yeah, I remember. We went to the beach. But it was way too hot yesterday, so we took off early. Kitty! Yeah, we're getting her ready for school. God, that's an unnerving visual style. She doesn't want to go, but what can you do, right? Alright, I'll drop by later tonight. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. It's like a hybrid of a creepy art style and full-motion video. At least as far as that cutscene goes. Wait, is somebody knocking on the door now? Hello? Hey neighbor, long time no see. How's life? Same as it ever was. This is so cool. We're looking at our own peephole and it's almost like an 80s computer screen. So, let me level with you. I came over for a reason. I've been getting a little worried about you. Something real bad seems to be headed our way. I just got off the phone with my cousin. She told me the news is saying something weird is going on with the sun. Yeah, it was too hot yesterday, didn't you hear? And that there's people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for whatever reason. Creepy stuff, huh? I sure hope it's not true. Visitors? Yeah, that's what they're calling the people from underground. God knows why they're calling them that. I guess it's because they're visitors to Earth? Or the surface, at least. Or maybe it's because they're going around trying to get into people's houses. Is that right? My cousin told me that being home alone is dangerous. So I came over to make sure you don't end up hurt. Or worse. How are your wife and daughter holding up? Don't worry about my family. A good friend of mine is staying with us right now. He's looking after them while I'm here. Are you sure? Wow, they really thrust a lot on us quickly. Great. Let's continue this conversation in the morning, then. I'm making a note of exactly what you look like. I'll see you in the kitchen when you wake up. See you in the morning. Look, we can see the lights of the city down the road, but it looks like we ourselves live on the outskirts. Maybe that's a good thing. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. This place looks comfortable. And a little weirdly warped. Look at these door frames. It's definitely got a cool visual style going on. Although the fact that it was heavily stylized was already very apparent. Okay, it looks like we only want to roam our house during the day. I have no idea what any of this means. This is awesome. It's so dreamlike. Like one of those stress dreams where you have some task that you just can't seem to stay on top of no matter what. You're always just treading water. And the whole world, I don't know, it seems like you could swear it's always been this way, but you recognize how strange it is. Loneliness and isolation. Maybe that's just how we like it. How are we going to tell the visitors from humans if everyone looks so strange? Breaking news. At 6:28 a.m. today, there was a powerful emission of energy from the sun. The burst of energy was far larger than scientists had predicted. As a result, temperatures outside have reached critical levels. The government has since declared a state of emergency. We ask that viewers refrain from going outside during the day. Up next, something lighter. The sun. Still trying to continue as normal, huh? I hate sleeping by the nightstand. Too many bad memories. Maybe we'll learn about that as we go. What is that noise? Oh, the radio. To catch a signal, turn the right knob. To do this, left-click and hold on to the right knob and move your cursor left or right, blah blah blah. If you still can't get a signal, try changing the wave range. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're trying to unscramble the text. That's a neat way of doing it. Wait, there's a bar filling up over there. Oh, okay. Hello, this is the Emergency Services Dispatch. How can I... Oh, wait, can you describe what you're seeing? Is there a fire? No, it's the sun. They're burning up in the sun. Do not leave the house until dark. No, that guy haunts the streets at night. The pale one. He's not human. Pale. Okay, we missed the beginning of that. Kombucha. Oh, we can save, but it says ×1. So maybe that's not a good idea to use right now. Maybe we should save it. Hey, I love how you're just here. I mean, you said you would be, but still. So it's all true after all. Well then, everything I said makes sense. Don't go outside during the day, and you have to remember to let other people in. Why would I let strangers into my house? For that matter, why did I let you in? I know you prefer to keep your distance from people, but you have to. My cousin doesn't know for sure why we can't just bunker down by ourselves. But she mentioned that if anyone comes and asks if you're alone, say no and tell them someone's in the house with you. Why do I need to have other people with me? The people you let inside might bring something useful, or share some interesting information. Just don't forget to test them for signs of being a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with this heat. So choose who you want to test carefully. You'll have to take a real close look. It's strenuous, draining work. But don't worry about chatting with people. They won't take up any energy, so talk as much as you like. But actually, more closely testing is more difficult. And be sure to look out your windows. TV's great and all, but there's no better source of info than your own two eyes. Then what? I'm afraid all we can do now is try to survive. And hope this nightmare ends soon. I'm sure the government will help us somehow. Maybe they'll lead everyone to shelter or something like that. Oh god, I can't even imagine the responsibility of having to do this, but at scale. If they do, stick together with me and my family. Alright, that's it for me. Oh, right, almost forgot. I'm heading back home tomorrow night. Write down my number. They just set up the line over there. 647-436. We'll keep in touch on the phone. Okay now, that's really it. Crack a beer and get some sleep. Okay, well, I just got up. Bober Cerny. World's gone to crap, but a cold beer still hits, right? Oh, these are... Wait. These are the, people behind... What's it called? The Hole, a game I played a while back. There's bugs in here. This beer sure made me sleepy. I should go to bed. Okay, but can we look around a little more? We got the storage room. He said back then, when I'm gone, you decide if you want to open that box or not. Been deciding for 15 years. Still can't make up my mind. I wish I knew what that meant. And there doesn't seem... Oh, the medicine cabinet. Oh, window to another room. People used to do that to save electricity, so the light from one room spills into the other. Then they sealed it up, but only on one side. Okay, potential for spooks there. This was the kitchen. This is the office. One of those magazines where you gotta find a certain person in the crowd. Must be annoying. Wish people would just leave me alone already. You identify with the person people are trying to find. Honestly, I'm better off being alone. You can even talk out loud to yourself. I'm glad you're acknowledging it. And the hall. That is a den, sir. Don't get why it's not in the corner. I thought that was the rule. Then again, Dad never cared about rules. So I'm guessing Dad is the owner of the box. Toto. Pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Well, except for the sticks we used to whack the grass. Let's go to bed and get started. I'm really nervous because I have no idea what I'm looking for. All we have is, on the radio, we heard them say, pale skin. Actually, wait. Can we look out there? Nope. I don't look that way. Not anymore. Did you see something from that window? In the distance, you spy the house of your neighbor, who's currently visiting you. Light blazes through the windows, and it seems like his family is waiting for him to come back home. Is he still here? Nope. Oh, hey. You see a few teenagers hanging out in the yard. They're sitting around without a care in the world, chatting about something. They pay you no mind. It's weird, especially now. There's a deathly silence outside. There's no one there. Even the drunks have decided not to go out. Are they afraid of something? Oh, it's not entirely silent out there. Hey. Hi. Is my daddy here? Can you get him for me? I was okay before, but I'm really scared now. There are lots of strange people out here tonight. Tell me something about your dad. I know a lot about him. He's my daddy, after all. I know that he likes to drink a little beer before he goes out. When he does go out, he always leaves me yummy lunch and dinner. And juice. But today I tried some of that beer stuff. Blech, it was so gross. Why would anyone drink that when they could just have juice? Oh, please don't tell him I did that. How did you get here in one piece? I don't know. Everything feels like it's opposite day now. People stay at home and sleep during the day, then go out and do stuff at night. I'm still scared of the dark, but maybe there's nothing to be afraid of. Or is there? Or is there indeed? I'll get your dad for you. Thanks, you too. There's the tell right there! I want to go home. It's scary out here. We're gonna play a new game Daddy made up for me. You have to roll dice. And then you move stuff around like the armchair or the couch. Excuse me? You have to build a big pile near the door to win. I'll show you how to play another time. Bye. Okay, I guess Daddy doesn't seem to mind your presence. My, you're tall. Can I come in? I was taking shelter at a bar down the road, but they kicked me out, just like that. Why? I guess not everyone there found my personality particularly palatable. But I don't mean anyone any harm, don't worry. Life is crappy sometimes, you know? So what do you say, my good man? Can I come in? You're not a visitor, are you? Do I look like one of those monsters? No, I'm not a visitor. And you're never gonna get a straight answer asking that directly anyway. I guess things here won't be different from the bar. Why did they kick you out of your previous shelter? I considered saying something rude just now, but thought better of it. I told you already, someone there didn't like me. God knows who it was. Now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing they tossed me out. They could have eaten me alive back there and no one would have noticed. You're very tall. But you don't... I mean, if I were trying to convince somebody to let me in, I wouldn't be this abrasive. Then again, maybe they're clever like that. You know what? Come in. Thank you. Trust in people doesn't amount to a hill of beans these days. But I appreciate your trust in me. Perhaps I even... Well, no. I shouldn't promise anything. I just don't know what I'm looking for. That's what's so scary about this. Wait, no, is he here? It's not gonna let me see. But maybe this guy can tell me things. He's been out there. Hello. Sorry to bother you so late. It was just so hot out today, and the TV said we shouldn't go out in the sun, so... Could you maybe, find some space for me? How'd you end up here? It's not like I wanted to come out here. The asphalt may be melting into goo under our feet, but it could be worse. It's just... well, you're gonna laugh. Visitors came to my house. Can you believe it? They chased me out of my own home. So now I'm just trying to find a place to hide from the sun. What do you think will happen? I don't know. Will I survive? Who will help me? How much time do I have to look for help? I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like I couldn't even guess. Doesn't all of this scare you? It terrifies me. I've got nothing to go on. I've got nothing to go on. Your appearance means nothing in this world. Do visitors chase people away? We don't even know what they do. You should leave. I don't trust you. Okay. I get it. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Okay. Clearly I should go then. bye? Yeah, bye. We need to start looking out the windows more. Same thing. Same thing. Are those teenagers still there? They are. I wonder if that'll change throughout the night or if it's just the night. Hello. The heat doesn't bother me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to rest. Might I find some peace in your home? Who are you? It doesn't matter anymore. Are you wondering if I'm a visitor? I'm not, but I do have a request. I'll ask you later. I'm not sure I can trust you with it yet. The heat doesn't bother you. I could ask you to take off your jacket. I don't know what that would tell me. Take off your jacket. No. You don't have to let me in. I'll leave. I won't beg. I won't bother you any longer. Yeah, no, go. I understand. Goodbye then. I can see your hands are stained with gunpowder. Could you shoot me? Right. I'm sure you don't want to waste the bullets. Goodbye. No, I do not want to shoot you. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. This feels awful. I have no idea if I've done the right thing for some of them. And our neighbor's number is right there on the wall. There's the picture that was on the wall. A significant other, I suppose. We can smoke cigarettes. I wonder what that helps with. Well, I hope we made the right choice with our friend. My favorite drink. Makes me feel good, clears my head, reminds me of better times. Alright, let's use it. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. According to recent data, the number of murders over the last few nights has surpassed average figures. Experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxiety surrounding the visitors. And now over to... just a moment. Our studio has just received an urgent transmission regarding contact with a phenomenon we are calling the visitors. Eyewitness accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, a visitor was able to be identified with one telltale sign: perfect white teeth. Our early reports seem to back this up. Sources say they encountered an unhoused person with perfect white teeth, who later turned out to be a visitor. That's all for now. Stay calm, and don't leave the house during the day. Up next, more weather updates. But first, a message from our sponsors. God, so it's... we've got some signs now. Potentially paleness and perfect white teeth, but that in no way excludes a person being a real person. And now for our new program, Yes, I'm a Human. It's simple. You send in your photos, and we'll check what you really are. This is gospel right now. Just send your photos to us by email, Yes, I Am Human Verification Agency, and we'll handle the rest. That could be a job sim horror game all its own, couldn't it? But please don't send anything other than eyes, teeth, and fingernails. We will not accept anything else. Eyes, teeth, and fingernails. And so far, we've only got one part of that puzzle. Alright, white teeth. Now, is our friend actually here still? We gave someone shelter. Maybe they just stay the night? I don't know. There you are, tall, angry man. Yes? Was there something you wanted? Why did they throw you out of the bar? I blame the chain of catastrophes that broke everyone's minds. The sun teetering on the brink of explosion, the arrival of the visitors, the economic crisis, and so on and so forth. It messed us all up. Some crumbled under the stress. Some dove headfirst into the bottle. But me? Well, it was rage that drove me mad. I let you in because I thought, there's no way you're a visitor. You're being so unconvincing, no one in their right mind would let you in. I forgot to consider the fact that you may be a problem even without being a visitor. And it seems like humans are doing as much to each other as the visitors are. I snapped, climbed onto the bar and screamed, "Stop blaming everything but yourselves!" Let them weep, I say. Tears in the beer foam don't ruin the pint. Malt and hops taste better with salt. Nobody appreciates it, so why bother? Well, I sort of appreciate your honesty, actually. You might be a better fit than I thought. Okay. 647436. Hey neighbor, good to hear from you. So, you let a couple people in yet? If not, then you really should start thinking about it. Got any questions? How many signs does it take to tell if someone's a visitor? If only I knew. Nobody really knows how many signs it takes to be sure. I'd say it's probably best to not jump to conclusions, though. Maybe they just went to the dentist before everything went to hell. Got any other questions? You taking people in too? Yeah, I have to. My daughter really doesn't like it, but what can I do? There's no other way. She keeps begging me to take her outside, just to get away from all the strangers in the house. But daytime's not an option, so we go for walks at night. Dangerous, I know, but what else can I do? Can we just appreciate how terrifying that very premise is? Globally, just people that look not quite like people, crawling up out of the ground, seemingly at the same time as a solar disaster. Probably feels like a biblical end times. And what's destroying the world right now isn't just the heat, but the paranoia. That's the state it's put us all in. Not like a zombie apocalypse where everyone's running around and fighting monsters, but something that simply makes us distrust each other. Alright, how do you sort out the issues with food? I got lucky, stocked up ahead of time. If I remember rightly, you did too. From the look of the fridge, it didn't seem like it. But if you want something special, there's that food delivery service. For rest. Don't know their number, but you'll catch it on the TV or the radio ads. Okay, I think that's enough for now. And this place feels, at the same time, like a safe haven, especially when it has some color during the day. And like we're trapped in a shoebox while the whole world falls apart around us. We look out the window, not during the day. I'm afraid looking out right now will make me go blind. I'd better take a peek at night, so it's not just hotter, it's brighter as well. Buying groceries used to mean trudging down to the store. But with For Rest, you can get everything you need just by picking up the phone. Just call 550-345 and your groceries will be at your door within a day. For Rest. Delicious relaxation, right at home. Okay, I imagine we probably wrote that down. I don't know if we need that right away. Let's have a look at our stocks. We've got beer. Grandma crammed every cabinet full of dishes. Only pulled out the fancy set for holidays. Now, who the hell needs it? We got plenty of pickles. Maybe we should give them a call early on, you know, before it gets really dangerous. Hello, you've reached Forest Food Delivery. Would you like to place an order? On the top left, is that our energy? Alright, Let's say 1 can of coffee. Thank you. Your order has been accepted. Please expect your delivery tomorrow night. So I'm guessing, we haven't seen it yet, but I'm guessing coffee keeps us awake somehow? And probably energy gives us more energy so we can do more testing. Alright, let's have a beer. And go to bed. We may have to buy saves as well. Or you know what, maybe beer... Okay, I get it. Beer reduces our energy, because we saw that on the top left. But we could also spend it on interviewing and such. You see your neighbor and his daughter through the window. They're playing happily, trying to forget about the ongoing horrors. If only for a moment. A scene you'd normally expect to see in a neighborhood, but now at night, because of circumstance, we know what it means, and that makes it so much more unsettling. The bodies of the teenagers are lying on the ground. Someone killed them. It appears to have happened recently. The blood still hasn't dried. Okay. Hi, Forest Delivery here. Didn't think deliveries were still running. You know, I didn't expect people to skip stocking up before the end of the world. Apocalypse or not, guess folks still gotta eat lunch. Deliveries might pay pretty well right now, but the risk is huge no matter how you slice it. Make a game of this. Make a game where you're this guy. But the sun, they moved us to night shifts because of it. Now people order 20 liters of water at a time. I wish we got hazard pay or tips for lugging that heavy stuff around. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. Ready to accept this delivery? Sure thing. Here you go, here's your coffee. Have a good day. Night. Still not used to that. Alright, well, we can trust you. Yo! Amogus. I don't know about you guys, but he's seeming pretty sus. You been seeing all this stuff going on? Crazy. You holding up okay in there, bro? What's been going on exactly? I'm here to offer you new possibilities, bro. Respect the vision. Everyone's running around like chickens instead of doing what comes pure and natural. They all just need to be happy is what I'm saying. For real. With this art style, I can't tell if you have perfect white teeth. Let's hear it. Dying ain't part of the plan, bro. You gotta hustle while you have the opportunity. F the sun. Time to rise and grind, you feel me? I don't know if that counts as perfect white. You should leave. Oh, I see. You're a moron. I didn't realize that at first. My bad. I'm just gonna go see if your neighbor's more receptive to my genius. See you in hell. Okay. You have fun with that. I'm definitely erring on the side of a no. Yo, how's it hanging? Dude, you been seeing how gnarly things are out there? What the hell's going on? But for real with... be for real with me, dude. What did I miss? Creatures that look like humans are crawling up out of the ground. Zombies? Dude, I knew it! Bro, you can like totally count on me for what comes next. I've seen so many movies where this happens, dude. I'm basically a survival guru. Just clue me in. We dealing with classic slow zombies or the gnarly fast ones? And is it like brain virus, bleh, or are they just freaky undead dudes? Trust me, dude, the answer to that totally changes the game plan. Also, you got a shotgun or like grenades? We're gonna need hella firepower to make it through this one. And food, man. Like loads of food. Do you really have no idea what's happening out there? Sure, man, it's a mess out there. People talking stuff about their fellow man, harsh and mellows with all this doom and gloom. And after all that stuff on the news, the vibes are like way off, dude. But movies, man, they got it all. Drama, betrayal, intrigue. They're way more fun than books, bro. Always wanted to end up in a movie someday. You know what? Come in and I'll test you. Yo, appreciate it, my man. Man, this might be the raddest thing that's happened to me, like, ever. They should totally make a movie about this someday. Hello? Anyone alive in there? Mind letting me in? Don't bang on my door. Hey now, no hard feelings. Didn't mean to wake ya. Ain't been sleeping a wink myself. Used to be a grave digger, you know? Not that there's much point in it now. Graves don't mean nothing no more. People just keel over and rot where they fall. Did you see something out there? Sure did. I was digging a grave, one some fella ordered. He's standing there, watching me work. I was digging and digging, and then bam! The shovel hits something. Thought it was a rock, but no. A hand reached up out of the soil. It was a visitor, crawling up out of the ground. And that guy, he just laughed. I ran like hell and didn't look back. Didn't dare go home. Figured it's safer in a crowd. You might have some valuable info, so are they actually coercing people to help dig others out? I assume there will be more of them out there than humans. Alright, come in. Thanks. Just be quick with that door, alright? I'm terrified those visitors might be right behind me. Oh, what am I doing? Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Cucumber Day. Everybody eat your cucumbers for Cucumber Day. I can hear them coughing from within, so we've got 3 people here right now. I'm pretty sure the first guy's fine, but the other 2 will be testing. I didn't even see their teeth. And what a metric to go by, huh? Smells like someone died tonight. Oh no. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise, and the invasion of the visitors has shown no signs of slowing. As such, the government has founded a new organization to address the emerging situation. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, abbreviated as FEMA. FEMA employees can be identified by their yellow hazmat suits and gas masks. Merely days since their founding, the agency has already discovered a new way to identify visitors. Dirt under the fingernails. Specialists say that this sign helps identify visitors who have crawled out from under the ground. Okay, that's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a crisis report regarding a pale maniac. But first, some ads. The pale maniac is something different. We've got to grab this broadcast. Have your eyes become red? Your teeth white? Has dirt appeared under your nails? Eyes red, teeth white, dirt under nails. An evil spirit has entered you. You're a visitor. Don't let this blight take over your body. Call our experts immediately on 777-460. Eyes red, huh? They'll cast out the evil spirit, cleanse your body of the pernicious aura, and provide you with enhanced protection. Okay, I don't really buy this, honestly. I do not buy this one bit. I would take that with a grain of salt. That's really cool if we also need to think about what information we trust. They're all dead. All of them. Garbage bags. Unless they just don't stick around for more than a day? We gotta go room by room. There you are. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. Why did you become a gravedigger? Huh? Oh, my job? Yeah, I don't know, actually. Cemetery's kinda like a library, you know? But these books aren't for reading. They just lie there, quiet. I like your way of looking at things. I used to know every grave. Who's where, how their arms were folded, what suit they had on, their names. Then one day, I'm digging a fresh hole, right? Normal day, nothing weird. Feels deep enough, and then, bam. Empty. Empty, I tell ya. But the paper said someone should have been down there. Excuse me? That's the opposite of what a gravedigger does. Well, I suppose it's literally grave digging, but, I had assumed you would be putting them down there. Some guy, dead for sure. I remember he had a mustache. But poof, gone like dew in the morning. If a dead man disappears, is that like dying all over again? Looking at those teeth. Alright, I'm gonna test you in a second. I need to figure out who's still around. I'm not sure I like the look of you. Look, tall man's gone. Tall man's gone. Bags on the floor. Sup, dude? What were you doing before the cataclysm? Bro, I was just chilling, you know, watching flicks, hanging with the homies. But now, no more movies, no more hangouts. Real bummer, dude. TV just loops the same thing. Panic commercial, panic commercial. My homies don't even pick up anymore. Heard some big shot saying, now's not the time for fun. This is a crisis. Man, screw that bore. Fun never ends in Tuntown. Booyah. Okay, well, we're testing you. No worries at all, I got you, homie. Let's see your hands. Dude, I was like digging up a geocache recently. Dirt? Don't sweat it, Like one time I was super baked, staring at my fingers. And dude, I realized those are my fingers. Just wiggled them, watched them move. Trippy stuff, man. Oh my god. You have an see, none of these things prove anything definitively. That's the problem. I can only test for one thing. Your teeth didn't seem perfectly white. I need to test you. Fine, go on, check. I'm wide open. Turned inside out long ago. You're also literally a gravedigger. See your teeth. When you dig too deep, sometimes you don't just find bones. Alright, it's not you. These white ones are mine, fair and square. Those shiny ones, well, let's just say I found them. Yeah. Would have been wasted down there anyway, but look, ta-da! They came in handy. I should shoot you just for that. I should shoot this other guy too. And hey, you could view it like this. As long as they don't get us, having one of these things in our house could be valuable, right? I mean, we bring a bunch of people in, ask them the questions we need, and then through process of elimination, just kill who's left. I mean, if this guy is a problem, and he kills the gravedigger in the night, what do I care? And then I know it's him. God help me, that's my strategy. Okay, the psychics. Let's just see what they're about. Hello, please hold while we connect you with an available visitor removal specialist. Hello? Who are you? Why do you need to know who I am? To help me banish the visitor spirit from within you. Alright, never mind. Listen carefully. You don't have much time. Tell me, do you ever leave a slice of bread out in the kitchen? No, why would I? Oh, that explains a lot. You're not on good terms with your house spirit. That's why the visitor spirit came. But no worries, we can work with this. Do you have a personal computer at home? No. Okay, so Alt F4 is off the table. Tell me, do you consume mushrooms? Only kombucha occasionally. Oh no. You must stop immediately. Kombucha is a known and ancient evil. It allows strands of mycelium to grow inside of you, letting the spirits control you like a puppet. You can't imagine what it'll do if it gets to your memories. They might be erased completely, or replayed over and over, changing your choices each time. Oh, meta. I like it. Worst part? You won't even realize you're being controlled. Whoa, we should tell the guy in the bathroom about this. Alright then, one last question. Has there been any blood spilled in your home? I think so. Ah, that explains it. It's not a visitor spirit. It's a spectral spirit. A dead person's soul. Unfortunately, specters aren't exactly my area of expertise. You'll need an exorcist for that. They'll help you. I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do. Goodbye. Your visitor removal session is now complete. Thank you for using our services. A consultation fee will be charged to your connected account shortly. I thought this call was free. If you watch the ad carefully, the fine print did state that the initial call has a small consultation charge. How would you rate your experience today? Thank you. Your feedback is very important to us. Goodbye. Amateurish exorcism. Keep control over your body. Feels bad, but I am actually just kind of waiting to see who kills who right now. Maybe they'll give more information each day, who knows. You probably won't claim another victim until tomorrow, right? Hearing things. There's a small group of FEMA employees standing by your neighbor's house. You wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're taking soil samples? Or looking for somewhere to set up a base. I feel a little bit better having them close by. The charred husks of the teenagers' bodies are lying on the ground. They're burning bodies. It looks like they've been there all day. 2 FEMA employees are standing next to the bodies and writing something down. It's a good thing they showed up to take away the corpses. You hate to think what kind of diseases could spread if the decaying flesh was left out to rot there. Oh, we're diseased, all right. You see a group of armed soldiers through the window. Apparently it's a small squad that was sent here from the city to provide security for the FEMA employees. You hear some fragments of information about a pale man with a bare torso. Maybe they want to track down that creepy visitor? Are we sure it's a visitor? Howdy. What do you want? Spacious house you got yourself here. I like it. Are you trying to hide? I don't need anything from you. No, you don't. So... you alone? White teeth. No, I'm not alone. It's your lucky day. I can hear someone whispering inside. But who knows where they'll be in a few days. Hello. Oh, here, lean on me for a bit. Do you maybe have room for us? Are you both sick, or just one of you? We all suffer from depression to some degree. We knew where things were headed even before all this trouble with the sun. Have you been following the news? It's all been leading up to this. But I don't think the sun's gonna actually explode. What are you going to do next? I need to find somewhere my sister can feel a little more comfortable. Then we'll create a new life for ourselves. Your nails are painted. They say our lives are over. But I disagree. If anything, things should get easier from here on out. It just, when we let you in, there's nothing to go on. And we won't know who's been killing people. You should leave. I get it. You don't know us. You might think we'll just cause trouble. But I promise we won't. My younger sister, she's just having a really hard time. But we've got a... what was it called again? Coffee. Here, take it. It might come in handy. Fine, come in. Accepted a bribe. Shameless. So, we meet again. I'm sorry, who are you? I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths. Yet we remain alive. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'd like to start our conversation with a divination. Tell my fortune by choosing a page in this book. Where should I open to? Just open it right in the middle. Who are you? Me? I am I. You? You are home. Yes. A tragic story indeed. And one whose ending isn't written yet, so maybe you move on. Is this what awaits us? It's quite possible. What does it mean? I need to think it through carefully. Do you have any insights to offer? Anyway, I only came here to tell you something. Events will soon begin to unfold. You need to be ready. It may sound strange, but the cat must enter. I cannot yet explain how, yet I am certain it will help you. You can choose what to do with this information, of course. As for me, I think I'll go have a ponder on the deeper meaning of your divination. Are you from the psychic hotline? Then again, the "we meet again" is probably one of those tactics you use to throw people off. I'm letting the cat in no matter what, but remember what the gravedigger said. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Yet remember what the gravedigger said. They will help each other to gain an edge. I just hate that there's not really much we can do at the moment of the door. Good afternoon. Here's the news. We have extra testing ability. FEMA has taken new measures to address the ongoing visitor invasion. As of now, they have organized quarantine zones to detain potentially dangerous suspects. FEMA has also identified a new visitor sign after experimenting with those detained. Blood red eyes, so it is true. According to reports, FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors. Yet, that definitely could apply to our buddy in the other room. In fact, what we should have done was look at his teeth, really. FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors. noting the creatures have increased photosensitivity, causing their eyes to become inflamed and red. That's all for now. Stay calm, and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on FEMA. But first, a word from our sponsors. We've got to check up on everyone. Welcome. It's time for I Want to Believe, a program where we'll uncover mysteries and government conspiracies. Today we'll be discussing the truth about visitors with a special guest, Doctor of Science and respected employee of... Wait, what? He's not coming? Great. How did they steal all of his documents? There was mountains of information in there. That's really not good. I knew we wouldn't be allowed to reveal the truth. Okay. So, this room, bags removed. Here in the office, you're still there. I'm actually leaving you for now. Nobody in the kitchen. But as for the bathroom, you're still there. Sup, dude? So, what did you do for work? Work? Only suckers work, dude. I was out there living, you get me? Saw this movie once. The main guy? Straight up me. Tell me, do factory dudes look happy? Hell nah. I threw parties, man. Met rad new homies. That's real living. Like, I guess was a warehouse manager once. Delivery joint. Folks set me up, you know? So you're living off your parents? Why hustle, dude, when I got it all figured out? Not using what's already got is hella dumb. Like, you got a big gun, right? You just gonna hang it on the wall? Hell no. I'm just going with the flow, same as you. Okay, well, about that. No worries at all, homie, I got you. Let's see your teeth. Check it. Right. Right. Teeth, like, totally look like I grew up chewing corn, not cereal, right? But bro, these chompers, tough as nails. Popped a bottle with them once, man. Wild. Totally almost bit off my tongue, but the beers kept flowing, bro. Come on, man. Just like to blaze it, you know? And that's why I'm not gonna bother. That's why I'm not gonna bother checking your eyes. Whoa, chillax, dude. Let's roll a fat one and shout it out. Man, I used to think teeth were whatever. Like, sure, yeah, I got me some of those. Then my homie tells me, dude, they're actually bones. Like, what? You got bones sticking out of your mouth? Freaky as hell, right? I ain't touching that. I couldn't shoot you, but I didn't learn anything. I should have. That's what I should have done. I know that either you or the gravedigger is a monster. Also... Wait. Wait, did the women come in or what? Were they even really here? Where are they? I thought that the coffee came with letting them in. Also, we've got coffee right there in the fridge. I had thought that was the deal. Still can't open the boxes. Alright, well, since we have the testing ability, wish them visitors would just go back underground. What did you do when you found the empty grave? So I sat down right on the edge, looked in, nothing. Then I look up and far off, I see someone standing there, watching, like at a funeral. No eyes, but teeth white as hell. Glowing almost. Smiling. Just standing there. I nearly crapped myself, I'm not gonna lie. I ran real fast. That part I'm good at. He didn't come after me, though. Just disappeared. Like smoke. Some messed up stuff. That's when all this visitor mess started. It's a different story from what you told me before. I don't know if it's contradictory, but it's different. We don't have any cigarettes. Oh, come on. You get some more saving out here? Hello. You've reached Forest Food Delivery. Can't accept your order right now. You already have a pending delivery in our system. Due to unexpected demand, we're forced to temporarily limit the number of orders that can be placed per day. That guy that came to our door. We might as well use up the rest of our testing. I need to test you. Fine, go on, check. We already checked your teeth. Your hands, it makes sense that they would be dirty, that's the thing. None of this is definitive, that's what makes this so agonizing. It's not like Home Safety Hotline where we just have to determine, you know, like, what the tells are and try and do the rest based on process of elimination. Let's see your eyes. Nights are my shift. Daytime folks see the sun, but all I see is the lamp on my head and shadows in the grave. Ever since that time, though, I've been jumpy, eyes darting, waiting for a visitor to creep up. Hard way to live. Maybe one of you didn't kill that guy? Maybe he really did just leave garbage behind? Like, maybe it's just bad temperament? Dude, I don't know. You said, though, it smelled like something died. I don't want to test the other guy for red eyes, because I already know what I'm going to find. As for you, well, I kind of already know what I'm going to find here. Let's check your hands. These hands fed me, kept me alive. They're not dirty. Fingers like roots, black nails that never come clean, dirt stuck in them like memories. If only I had done some more testing earlier. I think we can rule you out. You? Well, you've just naturally got every sign, and unfortunately, you're the type of person. Exactly the type. Well, except for the clean teeth, but like, you know, I could equally expect a stupid story for that. This game is real agony on this. This guy just won't shut up. Maybe the talking means something. The entire squad of soldiers that arrived just yesterday is dead. Looks like there was a massacre out there. Bodies are scattered across the whole street. And one of them is missing its head. Did that pale, creepy stranger kill them all? Seems likely, doesn't it? Oh my god. The pale, creepy man is standing on the street smiling. Look at you. He's holding someone's decapitated head in a helmet. It's the head of a soldier, his face frozen in a terrified grimace. You're not sure what scared him more, the pale visitor, or his own impending death. If these things are so strong, why do they need to be invited in? It makes it seem more like these things are something occult rather than natural. It really seems like they took the idea of vampire myths and ran with it. That's probably the inspiration for this game as a whole. Your neighbor's house, which he just painted white, has burned to a crisp and is now blacker than black. It seems like the fire went out only a short while ago. What image are you looking at? Because it looks like it's raging right now. Could someone have burnt it down on purpose? What happened to your neighbor's family? Is anyone still alive? Worried thoughts swirl in your head, and you're overcome with a feeling of incomprehension and helplessness. That doesn't even begin to describe it. Good evening. We can't tell anything about you, but there's nothing to say they can't cover up entirely. I'm from FEMA. We're making house calls around your neighborhood, checking in with the residents. Why should I trust you? I can show you my credentials if it will put you at ease. Anyway, visitors rarely move in groups, maybe even never. Why are you in protective gear? Should we be wearing that too? No, but you could buy some if it would help you feel safer. We're still in the process of studying the sun's effect on the environment. It's important for us to be careful since we're spending so much time outside. I really wish I had gotten an answer for why you're alone, but you do have a rifle slung over your shoulder. Does FEMA have a plan of action? Of course, but we can't action our plans without proof. So we'll take one of the people staying here back to our laboratory. We'll have them complete a few tests so we can make sure everything's above board. Then we'll send them back. Do I need to pack, or should I just wait here for something to happen? Yes. Once we have more information, we'll provide instructions to all citizens. You have no reason to worry at the moment. We'll just take one person and try to get them back to you as soon as possible. Take care. I was going to choose him as well. Oh, there he goes. Hey, hello, I guess, if that's better. Is this like your place? I mean your house, sir. You looking for someone? Nah, I just need to crash for a bit or something. I'm sick of hiding in basements. Keep this up and I'll probably forget how to talk soon. Not that you care. What are you doing hiding out in basements? Traveling, I guess. Want to see the world. Different places. Maybe I'll find a new home somewhere. But I'm broke. So it's either making deals for a room or sneaking into basements. Whatever, that's life. Sometimes you just run into total jerks, though. Ugh. So try anything creepy and I'll punch your freaking lights out. Come in, I'll test you in the morning. No way. Whoa. You even got carpet? Sweet. But the... whatever. But the what? I can ask for information in a bit. Hi. Let me in. What happened? My dad... They killed my daddy. Who did it? Visitors came to the house. They were sitting with us. Daddy was talking to them about something, and then they killed him. Now our house is on fire. I'll test you later. There's no place for me. That kid in a cap is here. But I only want to sit in that spot. Wanna. That's where Daddy used to sit. I want to see Daddy. Oh my God. You recognized them. Does that mean they were here? I'll kick them out. Come in. Imagine if we had a scene about that. I feel like I owe you. I have to try. I have no connection to the other person. Hi. Oh my. Bright white teeth. You open or not? Do you know the bald man? Too many questions. Yes, I know. How will help you? How did you find my house? Sea City? Lived there. Saw your house. Walk over here. Not hot here. Did someone send you here? Don't think so. Why matter? Prove that you're a person. 2 arm, 2 leg, 1 head? Not enough for you? Did I pass test? You open or no? You told me the cat had to be let in. Come in. I make myself home here. Come on, kitty. Time to run and enjoy. We've let in a creature. I think that's pretty much all but forgone at this point. We just need to test like crazy. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Someone might die in the night. I'm just worried that the girl will. Kitty! Kitty's here! Oh, look at you. Look at you, your little wuggles. Ugh. What, there's no pet button? Fully 3D character in this space. It's kind of neat. Well, we've got a mascot now. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. Due to a sharp increase in suspected visitor sightings, FEMA has announced that it is enacting new protection measures. Effective immediately, a full quarantine will be enforced across all major population areas. Travel outside your city or to nearby villages is strictly prohibited. Please stay within your designated area. In addition, FEMA has revealed a new visitor identification procedure. Hairless armpits. It appears that the visitors have no visible hair in this area, making it a useful identification tool. The agency is asking citizens to bear with the tests and comply with escorts to quarantine zones. That's all for now. Stay calm, and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, report on what you can do if you spot a visitor. Oh, I got official instructions right here. Feeling lonely? Anxious? Got no one to talk to. I've got too many people to talk to. Then the phone roulette is just what you need. Call us now on 891-533 and we'll connect you with a perfect conversation partner. Okay. But first we've got some work to do. Little girl, you first. I want my mommy. Tell me what happened. I don't know. They came in and started talking, and Dad said they were wrong. Then they said, Daddy, Dad. Okay, I'll talk to you more tomorrow, okay? The girl doesn't even hear you. She's completely absorbed in grief. I wanted to test her. Kitty! Oh, wait, there's a trap door. I didn't even... Kitty, did you find this? Huh. There's an opening in the cellar. Wait, does that mean that something could crawl out of there, potentially? Well, we've got lots and lots of potatoes, it seems. Okay. We stored quite a bit. We also immediately crouch down when we jump in, but it doesn't seem like there's anything we can interact with. We're gonna want to keep a very close eye on this place. Alright, good work, kitty. Kitty is here. What more you need? I need to test you. You test me? Yes. Be sure of something. Let's see your hands. So what? I dance. Why interrupt to look at dancy hands? you're really scratched up, but your nails... I can't tell if that's supposed to be dirty or not. Kitty. He insists Kitty is alive. Lucky Kitty. It makes large pain in hand and butt. Alright, I'll leave you. That's not enough. I'm gonna test more things about each person each day. I need to check myself. Wait, I can check myself to find out if I'm a visitor? Well, I don't think I'm a visitor. I think, therefore, I am not a visitor. Wait. Are we missing somebody? You're still here. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. What's the point of digging when no one buries the dead anymore? I don't really dig. Just keep an eye out, mostly. But after that mess, I started poking around fresh graves. Yeah, you're being more honest with us as time goes on. That explains why your nails aren't dirty either. I was real careful. No funny stuff. Thought maybe one of those freaks got buried by mistake. Had my shovel like a sword, ready to whack whatever moved. But nope. Bones all where they should be. Corpses staying put. Nothing crawling out. Got me thinking, maybe it ain't the dead coming back. Maybe visitors are folks who should have been buried but weren't. It is good insight. I don't suppose I'm gonna get any more useful information out of you. Kitty is here. What more you need? Why are you here? What a dumb question. You open door. Ask yourself what for. What am I for? It's all same to me. Place is place. Said go here, so went here. I don't want any nothing. Not you. What matters is you keep place comfy for Kitty. The rest? Who care? I do like your attitude. I need to test some more, only because we might as well. Alright. Your teeth are bright white, we know that. Let's have a look at your eyes. Now to the most interesting part. I have things written in pupils, see? Your eyes are red. Tragedy. You live alone, yes? So, how it feel? I'm gonna leave you alone for now. And I'm also going to test again your... White teeth, red eyes, that's 2 for 2. Armpits? Stare, sniff, what else? You've got hair on your armpits, okay. Enjoy it? No, you're good. I mean, you're weird. You're really weird. We've got 2 extreme weirdos here, and now we're here with a kid. But we're also here with a cat, so I guess we're 50-50. Alright. No need to use our coffee just yet, but maybe we should call that hotline. Phone roulette. The need for connection is stronger than ever. Nope. Hello, you've reached Phone Roulette. We'll connect you with your perfect conversation partner shortly. Please hold. Hi, hello. Hello. I need to talk to someone. So much has happened recently. I tried reaching out to friends and people I know, but nobody answers. Then I found out about Phone Roulette. Maybe it's not the best place for me to be pouring my heart out, but I don't have much choice. I know it's not right to burden a stranger with my problems, but you have no idea how much just talking to someone will help me. It would make me feel so much better. Would you mind listening to me? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think it might be easier if I tell you a little about myself. Anything in particular that you'd like to know? Where do you live? Far from home, unfortunately. I was trying to escape the heat and looked for the coldest place I could find. In the middle of nowhere, and the cold cuts right to the bone. Nothing grows here, not even grass. It's a relatively safe place, miles away from anywhere. But if there's a cold spot in the ninth circle of hell, then this place isn't so bad by comparison. It's funny. I used to hate the cold, but now it feels like a blessing. I want to believe the sun will calm down and this will all be over. But I'm losing faith in a happy ending. What happens when the sun stops burning? The visitors might never disappear. They could replace our friends and loved ones, and we wouldn't even know. Do you miss your hometown? I miss them. Not so much the city, but the people who stayed. Most of all, my best friend. He wanted to come with me, but couldn't. And I promised him we'd keep in touch, that I'd call him, but... I think he was in love with me, you know. He cared about me so much. Always supportive, always ready to listen. Eventually I realized we liked each other. I wanted him to confess his feelings first, but I guess he just couldn't find the right moment. And then the cataclysm started, and there wasn't any time for that anymore. So many things there's no more time for. I regret not telling him first. Well, you know a little about me. Now it's your turn. I'm not used to talking about myself. Don't be shy. I'm ready to listen. Well, I don't have anyone I'd consider close. I had a tough relationship with my father. And one day I stopped being his son. This is interesting, you're just listening. Now all that's left of them is this house. I'm sorry. It sounds like you're not too thrilled about the house ending up with you. Pretty much. I can't even imagine what you went through. Hey, thanks again for talking to me. Goodbye. And stay strong, okay? A rare, normal, pleasant interaction. Probably something we've not had in a long time, huh? I'm actually gonna try the food service again. Would you like to place an order? Sure would. 2 cans of cat food, please. Thank you, your order's been accepted. Alright, looks like it's time for bed again. Still won't look out the window. I feel like I should be watching the TV more. You're looking at the ruins of your neighbor's house. A happy family lived there until recently. Now only a ghostly shell remains. A strange feeling overwhelms you, as if you knew this was coming. As if death was coming to that house. Oh, so very soon. Our friend in a horror game. How else could it go? Are those northern lights, or is that something new related to the cosmic activity? Oddly enough, there is a weird comfiness to this. Like, what I mean by that is... there's something cool about being here in our little shelter, insulated from danger. But there's the constant anxiety that we've already let danger in, or that we might do so in the near future. We've got a kitty. It's a weird little kitty, but a kitty nonetheless. Won't let us try to enter the basement. Wait, we gotta check the other windows. You see a human skull decorating a stake, still wearing a helmet. Its skin has been burnt black, and it looks like someone has yanked out its teeth. The head must have been out there all day. You can't shake the feeling that this grisly display is a threat, probably left behind by that creepy, pale visitor. That one in particular has taken an interest in us, and that's no good. Also, is it possible that they're recycling teeth, taking them from humans and putting them in their own head? FEMA officials are inspecting the site of the recent massacre. They're taking all the dead soldiers' equipment and weapons to prevent looting. Probably didn't expect the pale visitor to survive against a group of armed soldiers. Now there are a few more body bags. I wonder if they're going to return that guy tonight. Good evening. I'm with FEMA. We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long. What about the last inspection? Or wait, when will you return the person you took? Return? Ah, so our team's already been here. After screening, there's a mandatory quarantine period. They'll be staying with us for a while. After that, they'll be sent back from the quarantine zone. Fine, if there's no other way. Don't worry. The procedures are demanding, yes, but we allow them time to rest. Sir? Once the tests are done, we'll tell you what to do next. If you're unable to immediately transfer a suspected visitor to a quarantine zone, issue them a mandatory appearance slip. So, you're still holed up here, I see. The daughter, she was behind him, or something that looked like her. Do they actually imitate real people on Earth? I mean, I had been operating under that assumption, but I don't actually know that for sure. Now it's starting to seem more and more like that's the case. What do you think of that guy? The one in the suit? I don't know how to feel about him. Why feel at all? Everything's been decided for us. A blessing, wouldn't you say? Or do you want to fit it all by yourself? I'm doing what I can. And what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death? Stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you can do is stop a heartbeat. Listen. You alone? I am not alone. Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. You understand what I mean, yes? Things will never go back to the way they were. Is it possible that you turn people, assimilate them, and you're making me a job offer? Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting. It really does feel like we're just spinning a bunch of plates, and sooner or later one of them is going to fall, and when it does, the rest will follow shortly after. Wonderful. The cat's with you. What to do with the one who brought it is for you to decide. How did you know about the cat? I see further than most. A gift I was given. I don't see all, but you. I know what awaits further down the path you walk. Something terrible comes to meet you. You are not the cause, yet you will feel its touch all the same. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen? What am I supposed to do with that information? Nothing. I've already said too much. But for 2 days yonder, testing portends doom. Halt your scrutiny until the third sunrise. If you can do that, my guidance can continue. Stop testing until the third sunrise? What that means pretty much is that we're going to have to reject everyone coming in. That's the only way I can see being safe, and that might be a hard thing to do. I'm pretty confident that everyone that's here right now is okay. Except we haven't tested the girl at all. Maybe it will bring you peace, or at least help you move on. hope to see you soon. We've got to stop accepting people, and I don't want to do that for several days, too. Children's Day. I should be looking at the calendar more often as well. Hi, Burress Delivery here. How did you become a delivery guy? Just passed the screenings. They checked all the signs, decided I'm human, and... Oh, you mean how I ended up still working in the middle of an apocalypse? Well, what else was I supposed to do? Sit at home and rot? At least out here I can distract myself and not think about this whole nonsense. Besides, my family's far away. I'm not from around here. I only came to study at the local university. I'm on my own. Being alone isn't that bad. Yeah, sure. You're surrounded by other people in your house, so that's easy for you to say. Well, I wasn't until recently. Alright. I've got an order here to deliver to you. Ready to take it? Sure thing. Have a good night. Got our cat food. Ugh. Can I come in and rest a minute? Where will you go after? I'll probably just collapse somewhere and never get back up again. I don't care where I end up. Is your friend sick? He's my husband. He's dead. I can't give him a proper burial. There's no point in letting him go now. You should leave. You. I can't test anyone. It's boiling out here. Boiling, I tell ya. It's the middle of the night. Still feels like I'm stuck in an oven. It may be a little cooler, yes, but the air's thick as... Can't breathe. You got an, bathroom? Why do you need my bathroom? I'm serious, boy. I don't feel well. I need cold water now. I dragged myself all the way here, and for what? An insolent upstart to turn away an important man? I used to run this town. I was a minister? A minister? Come on, I can make it worth your while. You let me in now, and when this is all over, I'll see that you're compensated. And well, I might add. Nope, get out of here. Ah, yes. I know what'll do the trick. Yes, I do. Here's a little, something from me. Cigarettes. What do you think? Does that sweeten the pot? I don't take bribes. Preposterous! Can you not see how poorly I'm faring out here? Where the hell am I supposed to go, I'm screwed. I feel awful. Like, I feel really awful. But I think there's no other choice. Emergency broadcast. Wildfires are now sweeping across forested regions. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, visitors continue to terrorize the nation. FEMA has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against the visitors. Aura film photography. Dark patches appearing on a captured image is a strong indicator that the suspect may be a visitor. Stay calm and remain indoors during daylight hours. Up next, a word from our sponsors. I'm going to check that in a second. Also, we've got cat food. This is dispatch. Check quarantine zone status. Code 51. Reports of explosions at 300 hours. Unit 32-8, reporting code 60. Mass civilian casualties. Officers down. This is 28-8, code 451. Requesting burn team for body disposal. Acknowledged. Initiating code 984. The city is cordoned off pending investigation. Stand by for reinforcements. Not painting a good picture at all. Each day, spotting visitors is getting harder and harder. Signs aid the search. But did you ever find yourself wanting a foolproof way? Introducing our new revolutionary aura-sensitive photographic film. It exposes the soul's energy, allowing you at home to discern a human from a hostile visitor. Take a photo, and if you see black patches, you found a visitor. Now a word from our sponsors. How do we get that? I would like that very, very much. Cashier's day. Oh, is the implication here that you took the girl with you? I didn't realize you would be taking a new person each day. Well, I guess Because you didn't say anything about it, it just sort of seemed like you appeared behind him. Hey, kitty. We can pet you. Reach out and pet the cat. Look at that! You've got little pet sim hearts coming off of you. Hard to tell if it likes it or not. Okay, let's feed you some canned food. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. It feels like your furry friend has shared one of his lives with you to say thanks. Who knows? Maybe death will pass by your home tonight. So that's what cat food does. You can give us a freebie. Can we order some more of that? Look, if we're not doing testing, maybe we can still let somebody in if we get by on food. This is the first morn, we only need to make it by 2 more. Unfortunately, we can't do it right now. Probably need to wait another day. But we can talk to the others. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. I can hand you a FEMA notice. Then again, do we really trust that? Haven't been digging up any new graves, have you? Me? Hell no. I ain't stupid. Look, I've been around the dead all my life. Used to be dead didn't bother me, or death didn't bother me. You die, they bury you. Done deal. Now, who's left to bury you? And even if someone does, how do you stay buried? I saw a grave I know I filled, and it was empty. But I buried him myself. Now I'm thinking, maybe my grave will be empty too. Maybe I'm a visitor already. Don't worry about me. I was just spooked was all. Is it possible for people to turn while we have them? Kitty is here. What more you need? Are you even human? And you? What is left in you? What is making me more worse? Okie dokie. I'm really not sure what to do. If we could try calling the psychic hotline again. Nothing. Well, at least they're gone. What about our neighbor? The world's an emptier place now. Phone roulette? Some connection could be a good thing. Nobody today. Alright. Let's just go to bed then, I guess. I wonder if testing probably applies to myself as well, right? Nothing about the dialogue made it seem like I was immediately handing over somebody else. That. Also, I haven't had the opportunity to save in a good long while. I didn't realize I was only gonna have like one save for the entire game. Okay, let's crack a beer and go to bed. And not testing at all. Well, we can let people in now. The cat may be our salvation here. Certainly adds to our strategy. You see a woman crying over her wounded husband. You can't tell if he's alive or dead. Tear-streaked, she drags his heavy body away from the gunfire. You're left with a single thought. Things will only get worse. The path along the field is littered with the bodies of those who tried to run. Nearby stands the man responsible, a FEMA officer. He holds a rifle, smoke still drifting from the barrel. I don't think anybody's coming back. Panicked people rush to nearby houses. They bang on doors, desperate for shelter. But it seems no one is willing to let them in. There's gonna be an exodus, isn't there? A whole bunch of people looking to come in. Oh, the city is burning. I just got the achievement, Witness the Beginning of the End. Looks like no one's coming tonight. Looks like we have momentary respite. We interrupt this program with breaking news. Reports of civil unrest are coming in from a neighboring city. Due to unresolved circumstances, FEMA forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your homes. Stay where you are and await further instructions. And remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads. Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors. Okay, well obviously I'm gonna want that. What are the visitors? Ghosts? Creatures from deep underground? No, this is neither a sci-fi novel nor a cheap headline. This is our new reality. Rumors continue to swirl about the visitors' true origin. Are they aliens? The Walking Dead? A lab experiment gone wrong? According to authorities, these are all just baseless theories. Studies show that a visitor is a human who has come into contact with an undetermined biological agent. Methods of transmission remain unknown, and FEMA urges everyone to stay alert for the signs of visitors. If you believe you've been exposed or are unsure whether you might be a visitor, call the FEMA hotline on 000-451. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for more after the break. We've received so much contradictory information. If it really is just an infection and people turn, then what was all about climbing out of the ground? That doesn't make any sense. Does that mean that the nail tell has been entirely wrong all this time, if true, or can we not trust the information on the TV? Come on. If you can hear this, stay away from the outskirts. FEMA officers are shooting at anyone trying to leave. I don't know what's going on, I just want to get out of here. Someone, please help. So something tells me we've just lost the radio. Hey, kitty. Wait, where's the exact right place where we can talk to you? There we are. Meow. Let's pet you. Decide to pet the cat. Seems like it actually likes it. It's not as grumpy as you first thought. Looks like it's starting to get used to you. Township Day, how ironic. Kitty's here. What more you need? Who sent you here? You did what needed. Why know about rest? Fine. Hey, someone send me. But didn't say what next. Okay. Tonight I'm gonna let somebody in. And we'll continue testing the next day. Because we can always keep whatever bad happens at bay with cat food. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. Where do you think they come from? You ever notice the way they look so familiar? They don't look like a person, but like the memory of a person. I got a theory. You want to hear it? Alright, here goes. Maybe visitors ain't the dead. Maybe they're thoughts. The ones we don't bury. Fears, regrets, feelings you never let go. They pile up. And when it's too quiet in the dirt, they crawl out. Not looking for flesh, looking for attention. The more you're scared, the closer they get, because you remember them. And anything remembered wants to be alive. You've been far more of a valuable insight than I could have thought. What are we gonna do if our father turns up at the door? Or that girl from the photos? I haven't been handing anybody the FEMA slips. Alright, 891 533. Yeah, no, it seems like that's gone for good. Can I order more cat food? Seems like that's the cheat. Alright, but you can't get right now. It's only every couple days. So we're gonna have to deal with it for a little while. Meanwhile, let's check the basement. Anything new down here? I feel like I've got to be missing something. Like this opened up, but there's been nothing here. Well, except I suppose to tell us that there is a big gaping open hole in the basement. Anyways, let's try calling the FEMA number. I haven't even used a lot of the items in this game. Hello, this is Federal Emergency Management Agency, Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question. What should I know about the nail sign? To ensure a proper reading of your visitor status, please refrain from washing your hands before examination. Water may remove surface residue, which could lead to errors and/or false results. Okay, what about teeth? For accurate testing, we recommend avoiding tobacco products. Smoking may affect the condition of the teeth, leading to unreliable results. Eyes? For accurate screening, please avoid coffee and/or caffeine-containing beverages. Caffeine is known to cause both insomnia and nervousness, and can also lead to bloodshot or reddened eyes. And their armpits? To ensure that underarm tests are accurate, you must avoid any contact with water. Refrain from showering and washing your hands. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for telling me what I already know. I've got to wonder just how much this game may have been inspired by COVID and the lockdowns. Because here, there's a lot of misinformation, or at least contradicting information, and we're not really sure what we can trust or to what degree we should put weight on any given piece of information. Any bit of information could mean that somebody is a visitor, but also everything pointing to them being a visitor could mean that they're not. I'm pretty sure the hippie dude was one. But beyond that, I just really... We don't get to know anything, because this isn't a simulation game where you're meant to be able to get good at it. You're supposed to always be guessing. You're supposed to never know if you're doing the right thing. Paranoid of those we let in, those we get close to, and paranoid even of ourselves. The only constant is that Kitty good. So I guess at this point, we can go to bed. I think we only need one more sunrise. We're starting to run low on beer, though. I wonder if that means we're reaching the end soon? A group of evicted stand by your neighbor's ruined house. They're in shock, whispering among themselves. They likely want to take shelter there. But is there any place left to hide from all this? Any place in the world? That's the other thing. We have to ask ourselves, do we want to do this forever? Or do we just want to accept that this is what the world is and leave that door open? On the path stands a man armed with an assault rifle. He looks completely insane. His jacket is covered with torn-out teeth, eyes, and who knows what else. It's hard to make out from here. Maybe he's taking trophies, things that indicated that someone was a visitor? Of course, do we really trust his judgment? What if they're trophies? What if he kills, not for defense, but for sport? Whatever the case, you hope you're not his enemy. I should have fed the cat. I may have needed one more day, which is why I didn't, but I'm not sure. How's your new life treating you, baby? Managed to adapt yet? How silly of me to ask. You do live here, after all. You look unusual. So you noticed. Thanks. Do you like it, baby? People keep remarking on my looks lately, even more than they used to. You're not much of a talker, are you? Tell me about yourself. I've never been good with people. That's not changing now. I get it. Not many people know how to listen without jumping in with a, well, I had it worse. Connecting with other people is hard. You're not the only one who struggles with that. I could help you if you want, baby. You could practice on me. Maybe we could try connecting together? You should leave. I never expected you to answer any differently. Do you think facing the end all alone will make things any easier? Well, he doesn't think so. You're talking about the pale man. Look, the smoldering ruins of the city behind you. Oi! Whole world's gone Pete Tong, eh? This ain't a society no more. The beasts have come out to play. Finally. No more holding back. What are you talking about? You been to any of these other houses? Walked the streets? All your rules and morals have gone up in smoke, sunshine. Don't mean diddly no more. It's simpler now. Tear someone's throat out and it's winner winner chicken dinner. And how have you survived this long? Well, look at old Billy. What you don't know can't hurt you. I've not asked how you survived till now, have I? Point is, I ain't here to rock the boat. Nope. Get on out. You got bright eyes. You're probably not a visitor. I still don't trust you. That's how it is it? Expect to hear from me again, sunshine. I just got the achievement, Do Not Disturb, refuse entry to aggressive 10. Oh my god. Hey. Can you let me in, pal? What happened to you? I got caught in the midday sun while putting out forest fires. I'm the only one left from my squad. The rest, the boss just wouldn't let them leave. Now they're on shift eternally. What are you gonna do? I wanted to keep putting out those fires. I wish I could have died back there instead of the guys. But they made it pretty clear I'd done enough. Now I can't get home. Public transport ain't running no more. The only thing I can do now is rely on human kindness. Come in. Thanks, pal. I don't think I'll be in your hair for too long. At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. They gave us a slip of paper at work before we went to put the fires out. It's a mandate telling us to report to a FEMA quarantine zone. But why go if anyone who does ends up dead? I didn't know you were gonna take her! Here, I don't need it anyway. You can throw it away or use it for something else. We can use it to get rid of somebody. Nobody else is coming tonight. Cat, I'll feed you tomorrow if nothing happens. Good afternoon. This is the news. We bring you important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident that unfolded in the city. It seems one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. The suspect's motive remains unclear at this time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. Notably, several unverified individuals also escaped the quarantine zone. Silence is the harbinger of death, a sinister quiet that drains the soul. But worse than the emptiness is the ringing, a distant funeral knell growing ever louder. The bell tolls for all of us, filling our ears with endless din. Bugs crawling in, maybe that's what it is, a parasite. Filthy thoughts caught in the webs of wax. An infernal nest where visitors thrive, tangled deep in sticky sustenance. Ceremin and undins, ceremin and undins, ceremin and undins. Up next, a special report on the temporary suspension of corpse disposal. Today's incident has sparked numerous theories. Some reports describe a lone shooter, while others mention an armed group dressed in hooded clothing. Yeah, the rumor mill always swirls around this kind of thing. However, the city's greatest challenge may still lie ahead. Due to the lockdown measures imposed, corpse disposal in surrounding areas has been temporarily suspended. Residential inspections, however, will continue as scheduled. If you are able to cremate the deceased, do so immediately. If not, please wait until the situation is resolved before surrendering any accumulated remains. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. We've got a lot of looking around to do. Kitty, where are you? By the door? Okay, good. We haven't lost anyone since the beginning. Those weren't the ones who attacked the quarantine zone. I saw it. I saw what was there. That it wasn't human. The more we hear, the more it seems like this really is the end of the world. Hospitality Day. Well, we did let in an injured stranger. Wish them visitors would just go back underground. Where do you think they come from? Looks like this conversation is over. We've learned everything we could from you. You don't seem like you mind the company. How long do you plan to stay here? Until they come for me. What else I to do, I don't know. They tell me thing, now I wait until tell me more. And who tells you what to do? Who are you waiting for? That's a very good question. It's so hot. How are you feeling? Seems like it's even worse than I thought. I don't think I'll hold out longer than a week. It did ease the pain a little when you let me in, though. Thank you. But now I'm just sitting here while the rest of the guys are out here dying. I could have stayed with them. It's not like I've got anything to lose. I'm already on the way out, after all. We do and we don't have choices, and this game is going to be very, very replayable, as there's, like, any number of permutations of experience here. But all in all, our first experience is the real one, right? This is what we would do. This is us making our decisions. Granted, it's probably good that we can't save scum, but that should probably be on the player. Alright, is there anything else? Anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Except we're definitely going to feed the cat today. Let's feed you some canned food. We'll probably order some more if we can. And either tonight or tomorrow night, we should be hearing from our prophet. Now, as for you, let's pet you. And try some phone numbers, I guess. I don't expect we'll get much info, though. Nope. Every number that's gone online has stayed offline. Even FEMA, I bet, now. Huh, no. What am I supposed to do with their ears? Ears? Wait. Let me consult with management and I'll get back to you. I'll ask again. Okay, so this is like new to them. Or maybe they don't know that others are supposed to know it. Or, of course, that was just entirely a visitor taking over the station, even though they did reference them externally. By that I mean, like, they reference them as something other than themselves. Would I like to place an order? I can order another save. But cat food might be better. For now, just for now. Really would like that save. I'm over 2 hours in. But I think for now I'm just gonna pop another beer. Or wait, let's also... I'm not gonna do any testing until the prophet comes back. But I still gotta check the basement. Nothing new. Maybe I should check my own ears. Maybe that should be the first thing I do upon getting the chance again. Well, time for bed. This game is absolutely nerve-wracking. I've just had the slightest shake the entire time. Kitty? Sleeping on the floor? A group affected by FEMA is settled into your neighbor's ruins. Though little remains, the basement seems to be intact. A small pocket of safety. But how long can they keep hiding? Wild dogs roam the street. Their bodies bear shallow burns. Hunger wears them thin. Inside your house, you don't fear them. But now you can't shake the feeling that it's better not to go outside. The reasons just keep getting worse. Small groups carrying their belongings gather nearby. They whisper, careful not to be heard by FEMA officers. Looks like they're from the quarantine zones and are moving into former residents' homes. Now the hanging man looks like a grim welcome sign. We're watching this entire story play out there, an apocalyptic tale of the world falling apart, and here we are just insulated in here. Our fellow survivors change, but not much does for us overall. Even still, it seems inevitable we let a little bit of what's out there in at a time. Hello. We require more test subjects from you. The sooner we get them, the better. Bring back the ones you took. You're in no position to make demands. You've all done nothing but try to get in our way. And look where that's got us. We recently had to wipe out a visitor colony. A place that used to be my hometown. How long is all this going to continue? We're still studying the cause of these events. Stay out of our way. Hard to say when things will return to normal. We need to run more tests to keep things under control. Cooperate with us, and this will all be over before you know it. I have to hand someone over to you again? Yes. But this time we'll need 2. Doesn't matter who. Just hand 2 of your residents over. Now. Everything will be back to normal soon. No, I'm done. Have it your way. You enjoying the view behind me? That's what happens when stubborn people like you get in our way. We have no idea what to think. Maybe you really do need these subjects, but... like, really? You need ours? You specifically need ours? And we haven't seen much improve, but then again, our perspective is so limited. We don't know what you know. Resist, and it'll happen again. We care about this city. Just give us people. How do I know you guys haven't been infiltrated from the very start? You'll get them back soon. Thank you. You took the gravedigger and the woman. Now all I have left is the burned man. I don't think we have a choice on that. Yes, your house is perfect. Cousin of the gravedigger? I can feel it. What exactly do you feel? Death. Death hath taken a liking to your house. She's quite fond of it. I don't know how many have died here, but her presence is strong. You like some kind of cultist freak? Perhaps I do. Is that such a bad thing? This is my shroud. There will be need of it once I die. This way, there's no need to find cloth to wrap our dead. We don't believe in salvation, not unless it comes from death herself. She's already near. We're simply helping her across the threshold. So what is it you want? We must perform the burial rites in ways anew. Your house is perfect for it, yes. Death's influence is strong here. What's been happening here anyway? In any case, let my brothers trespass here. Protect them. They must survive long enough to complete their tasks. I'm not exactly burning with excitement at the prospect. Perhaps you'll end up burning after all. Watch over my people. And remember, if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Forgive me, but there would be no other way to accomplish our divine mission. My God. I know nothing will happen during the night. We're talking about more than one person. Look, we've still got cat food, we've still got coffee. We can let you in, resume testing in the morning, if our prophet shows up, and keep going from there. I don't like being threatened, but fine, I'll help. Thank you, mainly because I'm curious. They shall not need much time, but still, watch over them. See you later. I'll come to check on them. Keeping your distance, huh? Good. That improves your odds of survival. Unless you're a visitor. Why aren't you indoors? This isn't a game. Some people pity the visitors. Think they can, I don't know, get better. A couple days pass, they butcher everyone in the house. Then they run off and do it all again. No justice. I don't hide. I am justice. I bring order. What's with the gear? Is that supposed to make you visitor-proof? Visitor-proof? Oh, you mean this necklace? That's a good term. I'll have to start using that. It's a reminder, so I don't forget how many houses and how many towns I've purged. I pull a single tooth from each visitor. They're the easiest trophies to take. And if one really leaves an impression on me, I might take something else. So, why are you here? Hold it. You already asked your questions. Now I'll ask mine. Anything going on in this neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for? FEMA's been taking people. I could tell them about the Pale Man, or I could tell them about FEMA. Or I could just threaten them. A half-naked visitor annihilated an entire patrol. Just one? Half-naked? So it wasn't wearing any protective armor? Interesting. You actually saw him? Yeah, I believe you did. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. You got my attention. I'll be back again. Okay, you're the video game protagonist. We're an NPC. Delivery here. You look kinda down. My coworker got taken by FEMA. Morning check, same as always. They noticed his eyes. Red. And that was it. They hauled him off. Now I don't even know what happened to him, or if they'll ever let him out. And what if my eyes go red from the lack of sleep? They gonna drag me off to one of those quarantine zones too? Don't stress it, you'll be fine. Fine? What's fine even mean in the middle of a cataclysm? All these visitors, the signs, and the sun. I thought it couldn't get worse, but every day it just gets crazier. Next thing you know, they'll say pubic hair is a sign of being a visitor, and the world will go even more insane. Alright, I gotta get a move on. Take your order, and I'll be on my way. Thanks. Have a good night. I mean, if we stock up on cat food... Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me, let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute? You chose to walk all the way over here, specifically. No. I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly. What is happening to your eye? Yet fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meeting is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. My eyes landed on your house. With purpose. As it was always meant to be, I assume. I don't follow. Do you need something? What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head, to share a story or two, to lie down and close my eyes peacefully, and air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much. It's just really boring living all by one's lonesome is all. Come on in. Thank you, dearie. I can tell you'll be a very entertaining host, and maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here. I can afford this. And no one else is coming tonight. The kitty keeps us safe. So who's here? The burned man? The cultists? and her. I mean, that conversation we had with the delivery man, again, it reminds me of COVID times, you know? Somebody coughs or sneezes, something we normally wouldn't think anything of, and suddenly everyone's running. Of course, the real answer is we were taking precautions we probably always should have been taking in a lot of ways. You don't need to go as far as we did, but hey, diseases have always been around. In certain settings, in certain times, we were just really careless. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. They're directing people to do things like this, huh? As of this report, only a portion of the escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. An individual showing this condition comes to your door. Do not engage. Wait for a scheduled FEMA patrol and report the suspect to the relevant authorities. And remember, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Next up, a special report on a dangerous new cult. Great. Do we hope that they're infiltrated, that the media is infiltrated, and that maybe we can take that with a grain of salt? Is it weird that we are now paranoid and hoping that the media has been infiltrated by visitors? The visitors aren't just hiding among us. They may be infiltrating our very thoughts. Multiple cities are now reporting outbreaks of organized cult activity. Charges against them include ritual sacrifice, worship of an unknown deity, and possible ties to visitors themselves. According to these new reports, the cult has taken a public stand against FEMA. What began as harmless evangelizing has now escalated into direct action. Some experts believe the cult may even be responsible for the recent violent incidents in the city. Viewers are urged to avoid contact with these so-called new believers. Aiding or sympathizing with any cultists may result in arrest or criminal charges. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Whatever, it feels like it's all falling apart and I hardly care anymore. Okay, well obviously you're getting your daily pets. Hard to tell if it likes it or not. What's up? Oh, we would need to test them individually. How long will you be staying? Worry not, homeowner. We won't be any trouble. We appreciate your hospitality and don't wish to anger you. You've done so much for us already. We'll stay in this room and pray quietly. We need some rest. Our journey ahead will be long and hard. You look scared. Are you afraid? You're observant, homeowner. Unlike my brothers in faith, I still struggle with fear. Doubt torments me. What lies beyond life? What does it feel like? Our mentor teaches us it's neither heaven nor hell, that it's something else. But I can't seem to grasp it. If even he doesn't fully understand death, will we ever truly understand her? What if reaching her isn't enough? What if she is truly beyond our comprehension entirely? But I dare not question our mentor's will, for in his eyes I see confidence and understanding. He asks us to embrace faith and steel our resolve, to be ready. Only then can we cross the rivers of the dead and mountains of bones and reach her, death. Here's the thing, I was going to resume testing, but we haven't heard from our prophet again, unless that's what this is, or the other guy. I can send them to FEMA. Who are you? Lost souls, just like the countless others who walk this blighted earth. We yearn for peace, for stillness eternal. And we have found the path to her. Death. Why do they tremble before her? Is it truly the unknown they fear, or the lashings of dogma burned into their souls? For millennia we clawed at the veil, seeking life's meaning, and lo, its answer was laughably simple. Death is our purpose, and we are her followers. We're seeing a lot of different perspectives on this, as a scientific threat to be contained and studied, as another natural disaster to be weathered, or as a transition, moving on to something new. You there, woman. It's so hot. Why haven't you gone home? I've got kids at home, you know, and I don't want them to be afraid of me. I don't want them to remember me like this. Let them think I died out in the forest while putting out fires. Horrific. See, that's the thing, is some of these people, we know they're doomed, but maybe it's worth it just to show them some comfort, especially if we're doomed anyway. Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old. Where you from? City-born I am, dearie. Had me a little hut in a high-rise. No wee cottage in the country, no crummy old husband or grandbabies to speak of. So I'd sit myself down on a bench most days. Could feel a bit of life there, you see. And oh, the things I'd hear. But when all this hogwash started, well, I didn't like it anymore. Pheh. How can you feel life when everybody around is dropping like blooming flies? Step into the stairwell and there's always some poor soul lying there, covered with white cloth. Heavens, it's enough to make you wish you've yourself gone, rather than keep watching such sorrow. So, off I popped. Toddled off, looking for a place where there's still stories to hear, life to feel. And looky here, fate's led me straight to your door, dearie. Now, I'm no churchgoer, but in times like these, well, feels like heaven itself guided my steps. Visitor or no, at least you're something pleasant for the time being. Well, kitty, you need some cat food. In the meantime, I'm gonna go talk to FEMA. Maybe death passing by isn't what we want, but we were warned none of the cultists can die, and, well, they're a pool of 3 to choose from. And I don't know how much I trust Granny, even if I do like her. They're 2 different things, you see. Okay. Can I ask you again about their ears? No, I can't. You haven't learned anything. I can't ask about the gums either. That's not even here. Does the testing count for myself as well? Man, that one line has gotten me locked up for the entirety of the game. Time for another beer. Can only hope that things will be ending soon, because there's not much of this left. Only 2 more after this. World Thank You Day. An armed visitor hunter holds a group of survivors at gunpoint. He probably stumbled on them by chance. You hear snips of shouting and a crazed voice yelling. Who will survive in this new world? Not those guys. I don't trust my judgment, why should I trust his? FEMA officers stand over the dead dogs. One of them is jotting something down on a tablet. Can a handful of people stop a horde of starving animals? Unlikely. Kitty. 2 FEMA officers stand by a lamppost, staring at the hanging man. Looks like they've finally gotten around to the main attraction of the area. They look like clueless detectives. Must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. I was assuming, given the sign around him, that he didn't put himself there. Hello. You have a beautiful home here. What's up with your hands? It's much quieter out here in the city. Everything screams. I was hoping I might be able to impose upon you. Why didn't you stay home? I feel truly unwell. And I'm not just talking about the gangrene, alas. Well, that explains it. Each morning I wake, I lie and wonder if I'll live to see the next. A tale like mine is best swallowed in one foul gulp. The city's noise clings to me like sweat. The frenzy, the scramble. Man desperately chasing a chance at survival. But out here, you've made peace with what's to come. I'd like to die here. Slowly, quietly. Truly savor those final moments. Should we cut your arm off? How did you get gangrene? A fair question. For now, I shall say this. I once lived with a girl I adored. She changed every day, little by little, and oh, it was beautiful. Until the others came and, well, I trust you can surmise the rest. Now I stand here before you, alone. Come on in, bud. I would, but that cultist is already there. They cling forlorn to thoughts of tomorrow. Yet I came to listen to the silent haze of dusk. Alright, well then unfortunately we're full. Would you mind if I stayed close by? I'll wait for death to gather me in her soft embrace. It's in moments like this that I need to take notice of the soundtrack in this. It's soft and pleasant. We can even sort of hear the crackle of a radio. It's kind of weirdly nostalgic, and, well, it makes sense. We're riding all of this out in a familiar place. Someplace filled with bad memories, but familiar nonetheless. And this whole thing just, I don't know, it feels cozy. Like I said earlier, there's a sense of comfort in being insulated from all the outside danger. To be able to look out the window and see the world fall apart around us, but knowing that in here nothing much changes unless we choose it. And we know that we can't hold that off forever. But for now, everything's fine. I'll find some shade somewhere, but please don't cast my body aside once my time comes. Okay. You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now, one of your ilk is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what a word it is. You know who I mean, yes? Strange things happen around you. You go on now, I fed the cat. I don't care. Detached, are we? Don't even care anymore. Let's fix that. If there are at least two of us inside your house, you'll open the door for me. I don't understand. It's simple. Let's give it a try. But first, you alone? I am not alone. Would you simply force your way in if I were? Had I gone the paranoid route, had I always said no to everyone who begged for mercy, would you have more power over me? I'm not alone. Well, well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind, locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I lead the pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. I simply follow orders. Well then, until we meet again? You're there, yes? Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you. You and I have very different definitions of 3 days, you know that? The feeling is worse now. Strange. Is it because of all this destruction? Do you need some help? I've already got all the help I need. I feel weaker. My sight can't reach as far as it did before. It's probably not you. Or her. Hers in death itself, maybe? This happened once before, at the very beginning. Everything will be fine. Newly grown stalks will break through the ash and reach for the sky. You're talking about a rebirth. I never understand what you're saying. Goodness, I do not wish to scare you. Simply thinking aloud. Before I came to you, everything felt so clear. Now, it's like fog. The woman who brought the cat, she is long gone, but the cat remains. And letting it in was a great idea. It's probably the reason no one else has died. So I trust you, I do. You have a basement, yes? Something's there, beneath the soil. Yeah, I kinda gathered that. Though I can't quite see what. Why do I need it? Goodness, I can't think clearly. Though, in the soil, I see one more thing. Don't jump. Not yet. I should rest. Okay. Somebody else is coming. Hey, what's up? An amputee? Long time no see. How's life? Do I know you? Come on, you really don't remember me? We were... Hang on. Your voice sounds different than I remember. How long ago did you start living here? This house has always been in my family. Nah, no way. I've never made a mistake in my life. My memory is a steel trap, elephant style even. My buddy definitely lived here. Come on, I wheeled a long way to get here. Won't you let me in, please? Sure thing, but I think we can resume testing now, right? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Looks pretty spacious. Want a race? 3, 2, 1, go! Death won't come tonight. Oh, I thought no one was home. It's so quiet here at night. Good evening. May I come in? Are you looking for something? Why do you ask? Looks like there's a little bit of blood on your shirt. Well, I'm simply looking for the same thing as everyone else. Safety. And perhaps, if I'm lucky, some conversation to keep the boredom at bay. And with it being so quiet, I didn't think anyone lived here. So I thought to myself, I'll take a look. But the door was locked, and I decided it would be polite to knock before breaking it down. Where did you come from? There was a hospital downtown, but... well, it's a rather long story. If you would be so kind as to let me in, I'll tell you all about it. This isn't smart. Come in. I hope I can help someone here. No one's gonna die tonight, no one's gonna die tomorrow, but we need to do testing. I think that's it for tonight. It's just so unclear. I never know if I'm doing the right thing in this. Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilizing, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed, though new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying sign of potentially dangerous individuals: skin irritation. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker acted alone still remains unclear. However, There is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on here. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Up next, a report on the unfolding situation in the equatorial belt. Okie dokie. Troubling news from countries in the equatorial region tonight. Widespread wildfires, extreme heat, and droughts are devastating multiple nations. Recent reports indicate temperatures so high that contact with the ground was enough to cause third-degree burns. The death toll remains unknown, and evacuation is currently impossible. Our government has so far been unable to establish communication with authorities in the affected regions. However, once conditions allow, FEMA officers will be deployed to assist with disaster relief. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for updates. With all these different conditions to test for, we don't have nearly enough. Today is Diplomacy Day, and we've got to make some phone calls. Alright, so first of all, 550345. We may have to become more conscious again soon of our cat food usage. I still can't order anything. FEMA? Can we ask you any more questions? Nope. Nope, not at all. These new symptoms, are they even real? Unless we have some way to scroll, but I haven't seen that. Over here. There you are. I'm listening. What happened to the hospitals? Oh, it was awful. When things started to go wrong, people rushed into the hospitals. Everyone was desperate to know if they were a visitor. We tried to explain that we didn't really know how to test for that, but nobody would listen. They kept pushing and shoving, making it impossible to treat those who were actually sick. In the end, FEMA showed up and, well, they decided the crowds were a threat to outbreak containment. So they took all the patients to the quarantine zones, and the hospitals, well, they just shut down. So FEMA put you out of work. To tell you the truth, after the hospitals closed their doors, I went to triage at one of the quarantine zones. Why would you do that? I wanted to keep helping people. It's my calling. I couldn't just walk away from that. Maybe... No, forgive me. I'm not ready to talk about that just yet. Alright. I need to check you. We could take a photo, we could just do it. But do I trust it? Because it seems like a foolproof method. Why would I ever check anything else? Do I have a limited amount of film? I'm honestly not sure. Check your armpits. Yeah, just a moment. I'm not as quick as I used to be. Bear. I try to stay hygienic. Support when you don't know when your next bath might be. Could be I'm covered in the same grime for a week. It's not enough to try and kill you, but we do have to be careful with our next tests. Maybe we'll try some coffee today. Here's your uniform. Bosses took it. There's not enough gear to go around anymore. A lot of people are dying on the job. We don't even have time to pull the dead out of the blaze. The fire takes everything in the end. But the bosses, they're more concerned about a uniform. They forged decrees in a line like horseshoes. Not a single one made for the people. Oh, dearie me. Do you have any relatives? Everyone's forgotten me, dearie. If there's anyone left alive, they don't come round to visit poor old Granny. All the more common with youngins these days. Plenty get so swept up in life that they forget their own. All so bothered by this and that. Not a soul calls to ask how I'm getting on. Feh. One time I was sat on that bench and my neighbor was yapping on about her grandson something fierce. Said, "My boy's a good egg. Always remembers his granny." And well, she told no fibs, dearie. Always said hello. Polite young man he was. Why, I even felt a pinch of envy. Then she died. And that good egg turned rotten and sour. All he wanted was the poor soul's apartment keys, paid for with a smattering of smiles. Why do you reckon folks lie to each other's faces, Untruths reflected in the eyes of the ones we love? Marry, have children, and then, would you believe it, they don't love you at all. Lucky my husband's dead and buried. Wicked old coot he was. Okay, we need to do some further testing. Just hanging here. Wandering free. Wish I could be. Who are you looking for? I have this friend, you see. Known each other since we were kids. He had an accident. He was hired to mine something up in the mountains. I don't know what he was up to, and frankly I don't care. But then he threw his back out. Couldn't move for days. He worked so hard up in those mountains that the seagulls mistook his back, Fine, it was his butt. They mistook his butt for a nest. Sorry about that, it's just the voices in my head. They told me a really funny joke. Alright, I'm gonna test you. Sure, give me the hardest test you got. I'll pass them all. Photo. You want to take a photo of me? Not really the biggest fan of being photographed, but whatever. I blinked. Alright, you're probably okay. You're probably okay. So the attention that we give now is going to be on the granny and on the doctor. Where are you heading? To the land of the outsiders. Human life isn't eternal. We are merely guests on this earth. We came once, and lo, we shall leave. The outsiders must take this land next. Settle here. Their arrival is not random, summoned by the same call that draws us away. Death summoned them here. Why do you worship death? Please, kind homeowner, I hope you do not wish to speak ill of death. She despises blasphemers who label her as unjust, and punishes them most harshly. Her nature terrifies me, but our mentor says death may be the kindest of all gods. She does not bring famine, plague, or war. She simply grants rest, and we need to meet her. Why do you worship death? Because death is the embodiment of mercy. We all fear her, but are our fears justified? Consider it well. Our world is no paradise, but a purgatory that torments us. And the question burns. Why? So much fear, pain, and suffering? Do we not deserve peace? Death is a paradise we cannot comprehend. Religion attempts to simplify the image of heaven to soothe the woes of the people. But is life ever so simple? The same goes for death. You cannot hope to understand her until you have felt her touch. Okay. You there, Doc. I'm gonna test you once more. Let's test, your eyes. Not sure if you've noticed, I've got polychoria. It's an official diagnosis, yes. Oh my woo. Huh, that's really cool, actually. And it sort of leads me to believe that you're not a monster. Unfortunately, it makes my sight worse, not better. You'd think 2 pupils in 1 eye would increase visual acuity, but no. Alright, we'll leave you. I'm looking to maybe potentially not use any cat food tonight. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a coffee. Oh, +1 for a few days. It doesn't actually... And we've got more. We've got more, but all it does is give us extra testing. So you know what? Cat food is happening. I just don't want to take any risks while the cultists are here. I don't want to look stupid in front of them. Let's feed the cat some food. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. Obviously, I'm gonna pet you too. You say something is buried down here. We need energy, and you also say don't jump just yet. So we'll keep going on this fine, fine diplomacy day. The whole group is dead. Hungry dogs tear at their remains. Spent shells are scattered near the bodies. The hunter must have killed them and took trophies. The madness of this world has gone too far. Cultists pile firewood into a huge heap. Are they planning to burn something? Their mad plan will likely reveal itself soon. But until then, how many innocent lives will be lost to their cause? So much changes around us. The world is unrecognizable now. On the road stands a crazed man. He holds a gas can and a Molotov cocktail. The body is gone from the post. Is he planning to burn down the whole village? Are you eliminating shelter? Does he not know these people are in quarantine? Maybe that's the idea. He's trying to smoke them out. We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe. What catastrophe? A major one. The authorities can't contain the outbreak. They're ready to blow up the entire city. The orders they expect us to adhere to are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us. What is the point of your agency if nothing you're doing is working? I'm out of patience. I'm not arguing with you. Either we break the door down and clear out this whole rat's nest, or you hand us over 2 people right now. You're not the first to try and resist us. We dealt with them. We'll deal with you too. Because we haven't been handing out FEMA notices, we don't have a choice. I'm not handing over anyone else. It's like talking to a wall. Here's what's gonna happen if you don't cooperate. We break down your door, take everyone, we leave you behind to die alone. So we're taking 2 people now. The burnt man and one of the cultists. And then we'll be on our way. Hopefully they got to do what they were doing. Let us not waste time. How fare my flock? Yeah, they're still alive, for now. Wait. They're all dead? Wait, no, they weren't all dead! Oh my god. You took one. You took our only chance from us, and you were doing the thing. You were doing the ritual. Goodbye. You said you were gonna burn our house. Great. I don't have a save, so I can't try what the other avenues would be. I'm back. Tried to find that someone I mentioned. No luck. But there's no granular change for if only one of them was taken. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did FEMA give up on this town? Or just this block? What if they only show 1 or 2 signs? Then you enact justice as swiftly as possible. That's how I know you're a nutjob and I'm not going to be cooperating with you. Visitors feed on the weakness of the soft-hearted. That's how people get killed in their own homes. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a kid, little girl, not sure how old. His wife, well, screw the wife. His house burned down. Haven't seen him since. Show me you're not one of them. Any part of you will do. You got a gun? I don't care. We'll both go down shooting then. I can take a photo. A photo? Something about your aura? Fine. Let's see how clean you are. You're a visitor. You thought you could trick me? Wait, that indicated visitor? That doesn't look like the example that they showed. Time to die. You hear a madman behind the door, spitting furious words with raw aggression. You can only wait, hoping nothing will happen. The haze of rage in the eyes of an armed man is more terrifying than any visitor. You hear his shallow wheezing. Why didn't we open fire? He got me. And how many more has he slaughtered? How many has he burned? Thought he'd drag it out, since I didn't go down easy, but he's gone quiet. You should probably check he's actually... Yep, we got him. Because of scum like you, so many are dead. People like you killed my friend. And people like you will never let anybody live in peace. What? You think no one will fight back? I'll crush you. I've already lost everything, but you still have something left to lose. Minds condemned by insanity. I'll drive you deep into the ground. I'll drown everything in your blood. Everyone with a weapon in their hands dies today. Every last one. We've become a vigilante of vigilantes. Like you, but hunting you. Oh my god, I did not expect things to end right there. So there's a lot to think about there, but I guess I should just give my thoughts first. So that was No, I'm Not a Human. And for whatever regrets we may have, our first one is our canonical one, I suppose you could say. And those are the choices that we made. That's where it led us. And this was fantastic. It was so paranoid, and we had some ability to manage things, but in the end, it came down to judgment calls and just trying to understand, I guess, just what we could do with our time. I am really, really annoyed with this save system. I wish we could just, like, choose a day on a given path so we could go and experiment. Because I really don't like the idea of playing a 3-hour game again to try and get different paths, and there were a lot of different paths here. The cultists, the prophet, who I really wanted to go down his path, and I guess depending on how much we cooperate with FEMA, or the crazed gunman. But in the end, humans inflicted as much on this whole situation as the visitors did. Actually, what the visitors do was kind of unclear in our playthrough. We never killed anyone ourselves. So I guess you could say we stayed more or less morally intact until the end, potentially even in the end, depending on how you look at it. Our channel, what is this? Oh, that's like, that opened up a Steam link. That's actually a Discord. And you do develop a certain apathy towards the end. Eventually I just started letting people in, thinking like, alright, we'll just keep eating cat food, and how it goes, it goes. Because I don't particularly care for any of them anymore. The only people who I was trying to save were the cultists, and there was nothing I could really do about that. Or rather, there was, but not without compromising on a million other things. I just wish we could have used that gun on the FEMA agent at the end there. Wait, can we? These things highlight as we go. I was wondering if we could actually mix and match in real time. Collection. What does collection mean? Oh, this just says locked. One trial ended, only for another to begin. Now, in the eyes of the crowd, You are the one to be feared. So that's one of 10 endings. And these are all the different people we could meet. It seems that we met 31 out of the 56 we could potentially have talked to, and I don't believe we had to let them in. We can also see their models right here. Oh, this is so cool. This is definitely a very, very replayable game with a very questionable save system. But you know what? I am actually tempted to go back and try a little bit more just to see. I'll condense this down to a couple minutes. We definitely had a good thing going with that cat, but another thought just occurred to me as I'm doing all of this again. In the end, it seemed like we were proven to be a visitor. Now, for all we know, again, this is part of the contradictory information angle. For all we know, that photo test thing is just complete bunk. But at the same time, that would mean we're a visitor out there killing visitors, or rather, actually no, because technically we are killing those who kill the visitors and everyone else, but it's out of rage at their indiscriminate killing. So maybe, I don't know, we retain a certain amount of this? How do we know if the visitors are even real at this point? That's part of the brilliance of this, is that we don't have any information except what comes in from outside and what we're hearing secondhand. That's why it's great that we're not playing as the gunmen or as the FEMA agents, because we're making massive life or death decisions that we couldn't possibly be informed on. There, much better. Oh, you know what? We're getting different people showing up, so unfortunately I can't recreate my run exactly as it was before. I can still probably pursue certain paths, certain things probably happen all the time, but at this point, I'm thinking maybe it's better just to leave things as they were. Howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Would you mind if we crashed here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course. What if you're trouble? Well, I guess we could go look and shelter somewhere else. My old lady's exhausted, though. She needs a little rest. Can we stay for just a little while? If it's not too much to ask, I mean. Some people said they almost never travel in groups. Can your wife speak for herself? Of course she can. Honey, will you say something? She's just really tired, I'm sorry. But maybe we can all talk together another day? If we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Forgive me, I shouldn't be pushing you like this. Come on in. It's not like I care anyway. Why are you just standing there? Come on, honey. The nice man's invited us in. She's just feeling a bit shy. That's alright, sweetie. We'll get you rested up and back to your normal self soon. Okay, we'll play this day out a little bit and then we'll end it. I'm quite tired anyway, and my throat is so dry. Hello there, human. How lucky we are to witness humanity's final judgment with our own eyes. The earth is being cleansed of sin. The sun is doing its holy work. We are on the path to a pure new world. Behold the beams of blessing. You're scaring me, man. You're scared? Have you gone shadow mad? Here, I'll break it down for you in simple terms. The sun does not burn and broil us alive without purpose. It is cleansing us of our sins. Our lust and greed has polluted this world, and it has angered the sun. This is our reckoning. You're a dead rising psychopath. And it is a blessing. All sin will end, and we shall live as righteous ashes under its gaze. What'll happen to you? What does this have to do with me? We shall all live deliciously as soon as the sun completes its salvation. Its holy rays will help us escape this torment. Don't you see? You definitely see. That's why you're still alive. Yeah, no, get out of here. Are you a complete imbecile? You're shooing away a righteous and just man. Behold, kombucha. Let me in and I shall bestow upon you this generous reward straight from the holy sun itself. I'm not playing this save out. Get out of here. Were you just feigning ignorance about the sun? Well then screw you. I'll go save someone else. See ya. Goodbye. Yep. Who is it? Yo! Okay, well, we already talked to you. And that's why I'm gonna let you in. You're the exact opposite of the last guy. Get in here. Yeah, my dude, that's what I'm talking about. Finally, someone with half a brain. Okay, that's all. Let's find out if any of you are evil. The answer is probably. Guess not. There's everyone, and hey, this guy's still alive. I think that pretty much confirms that our hippie bro was actually a visitor. But here's another question for us. Is it actually randomized who is a visitor? All of them come preloaded with excuses. Their dialogue wouldn't even need to change. Very different paths here. Oh no, you're this guy. What did you do before the Cataclysm? Oh, I'm glad you asked, bro. You ever heard of sports betting? Oh, of course it's this guy. What are you, a scammer? Come on, don't call me that. I'm an analyst, man. If you know how much cash crossed these palms, you'd be straight drooling, bro. I'm a professional, and I'm all about my business. People bring their dough to me and get back 5, no, 10 times what they put in. So how much did you make? How do I put this? I made 30 mil. In debts, sure, but debt's got nothing on me. And I definitely don't care about them now. I look danger straight in the eyes, bro. Sure thing, bud. I'm just guessing that what this does is straight up fills our energy. It's the opposite of what I thought the coffee did. Come on, baby, don't pout. Why were you guys out on the street? Oh, we were on our way to visit my darling wife's mother. Realized just in time that we weren't going to make it on our own and, well, stumbled upon your place. Thanks again for letting us stay, by the way. What if I test you? Just please don't trouble my wife, she's exhausted. To protect the ones you love, sometimes you gotta sink your teeth into life, huh? You don't understand how tough things are out there. My teeth aren't perfect, but it is what it is. They teased about them in school, too. And where are those bullies now? Probably rotting in some alley, beaten to death by the same kind of monsters they once were. Alright. They look pretty perfect to me. And as for you? Yes? Are things any better here? I don't bother anyone anymore. It's not worth it. But when I hear voices on the TV or overhear conversations, a light flicks on inside my mind. Then I stop myself. It's too much work for no gratification. No, I'm done. These nerves of mine are already shot to hell and back. Life was dreary enough before all this, and now? One day I'll hang from the chandelier over the whole baptized world. You're our first person, and oddly enough, I kinda came around to that way of thinking by the end of the game. When that guy started shooting through the door, I was partly relieved. I just figured, hey, it's over now. And it was gonna get here one way or another anyway. I am so curious about so many things. I'll probably play this on my own time. Maybe I'll even record it. But I think that's it for now. But there is a reason why I showed all this. It wasn't just exploring a few more possibilities before we go. It was to show that the possibilities are actually as open, if not more so, than we thought. Some games give us the illusion of choice, but really things are going to go the way they go, or we'll be put on a few set paths. But note, not only are there paths that require some things that are out of our control, there's also a good degree of randomization as well. I don't know if different people can be visitors or not, but we really do have to feel the weight of our decisions. Every single one is branching off in many different directions. And that's what makes this so tense and so paranoid compared to other games. It's because our fate really is in our hands. How we do things, who we put our trust in, and it actually gives us some leeway, but not a lot. We can't be masters of this, we can only try and decide what we can handle, and the unexpected can change that in a moment. It was also really cool seeing the different philosophy angles in this, because it's not so much about some kind of paranormal apocalypse. We don't even know what the nature of the apocalypse was by the end. It's all about how we handle ourselves, how different people respond to crisis. Of course, it's impossible not to see the parallels to COVID and the associated lockdowns, but I think you could even expand this to being about crisis and uncertainty in general. It's a really, really cool thing, and it handles its themes so incredibly well, while also not compromising on gameplay. It's stressful. It's the kind of thing that you have to make choices. You can't become an expert on this. You can only do what you can. In our ending, we became like the shooter. He kind of passed the torch to us. And what he was doing, let's make no mistake, was also a coping mechanism. What he was doing did not seem scientific at all. He didn't know any more than we did. But he felt like he was taking control. He made himself the protagonist of his own story. And so did we, I guess. We could go down that route or stay humble in a number of different ways, but, well, that'll be for another playthrough or your playthrough, because I highly recommend you check this out if it has you at all curious. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.